Hi, I'm Neil and I'm Group 1 and I'm responsible for this week tech take demos. And in this week, I'm gonna analyze 6 companies I picked from SPM, S&P 500. I picked 2 tech company, 3 biotech industry, and 1 consulting company, which is Accenture. 2 tech companies, Adobe and Netflix. Boston Scientific is a medical devices company with focusing on cardiovascular and cancers, not cancer and gynecology, which is female disease. Gilead Science is a drug company focusing on antivirus drug and cancer drug. Antivirus drug come also including just like HIV, flu, COVID-19, any kind of like untreatable or just like really hard to treat, really hard to be treated virus disease. Regeneron Pharmaceutical is also a drug industry company. They're focusing on cardiovascular and cancer drug and also just like stem cell therapy for cancers as well. Today, this week, I want to compare about PB ratios, PE ratios, and PS ratios. Those indicators all contains price component, but they only change one thing in their formulas. So I really want to see if there only one variable, just like difference, what would be difference showing on the analysis. They would be more reasonable if we only see one variable, just like based on my knowledge, because I feel like they were more scientific and statistic if we just see one variable per time. And let's see PB ratios first. PB ratios, just like if they're lower, especially lower than 1, which means these stocks, the investor is kind of like undervalue these things. And if higher, which means is overvalued. As we can see, Adobe and Netflix and Accenture, the tech-related company, is way more higher than bioindustry companies. And at the same time, just like around 2022, around May or June, just like the Netflix sudden drop is almost gonna be like other 3 bioindustry. I'm not sure about if it's due to just like it's almost gonna the end of the COVID-19, the quality is almost end, or just like work from home is almost gonna end in the at that time, and people not gonna staying at home just like for a really long time during the day. So people use live streaming service will drops, and as we can see, also can see Adobe is always higher, just like the highest one. Adobe is the designer tools company. Their products always focusing on how to empower designer no matter Photoshop, video editing, Illustrator, that kind of things. They are really predominant in the market. So that's what probably the reason they are always higher than Netflix and Accenture. If we see PE ratios means earning per share by divided by market value. Higher PE ratios means that investor expect this company will probably have higher earnings growth in the future. Boston Scientific, they are focusing on medical devices, especially just like cardiovascular disease. Heart attack is always the biggest issues, one of the biggest issue in just like medical system, our society. And medical device always requiring a lot of time to doing research, and also right now medical devices market is actually relatively small, really small compared to drugs, way more smaller than any other things. I'm doing research at neuroscience and totally know that medical device is not like drug. It's not that profitable. It's still growing, but it's really small right now. Just like not too many company involves this game right now. So probably that's the reason Boston Scientific Corporation they have the highest PE ratio right now. PS ratio, on the other hand, is to look at sales per share divided by market value. The ratio right here, we can see Adobe is the highest one. PS ratio doesn't take into account just like whether this company makes earning right now or will make earning in the future. They only take look about the sales per share. So Adobe performance always good. Here, just like probably the reason would be the same when I assume just like my assumption in PB ratios here, but I'm not really sure about the real reason here. I'm probably just like always just like Adobe always feel just make investor feel optimistic even in this AI area. Adobe also one of the frontier in this industry, this technique. However, if we see EPS, which is the P ratio but not divided by market value, we can see Regeneron Pharmaceutical Company that have the highest EPS. Regeneron, they focusing on drug releasing and just like selling the drug about just like cardiovascular disease and cancer, which is the two really big just like drug markets in the world. So they always have really high just like high earnings all the time. Just and they always keep developing, designing, researching about new cancers and heart attack and vascular diseases drugs. So that's the reason, probably the reason they are always way more higher than other five companies. Okay, let's look at PB, PE, and PS ratio to see if we do back testing just at to top 100 companies. We don't look at just at only 6 companies right now. We see top 100 based on their algorithm. We can see actually both all of them are not gonna make money if you only take into one indicators into account. The reason is probably just that in these 2 years, oh, my time is from my back testing times from January 2022 until today. It's almost 2 years. The reason is probably the market is not great, and we can see just like PB ratios and PE ratio if we use these two, your returns are not, it's almost the same, just like minus 14 and minus 13%. However, if you use PS ratio, it's minus 1. It's not that much money, but you are still not gonna make money, but it's way more different from the P and PB is way more better. Probably just like the PS is not about just like investor just like expecting just like this company are gonna make earning or just like in the future or just like overvalue these stocks. They only focus on the data. They are more data relating. Just like to see the stock, just like the sales per share right now is high or not, which is not relating to how this company are gonna make earnings or how investors are gonna view this company. So that's probably the reason just like PS is better than PE and PB in this status. And this is also due to the market status. So probably this rule is not gonna just like can be fit in any kind of situation all the time. So probably in the more just like not bad market, just like really good market, if you use PE or PB, they will probably have more performance than PS probably. But in these 2 years, the PS, if you just only consider PS, the performance is better than PE and PB.